Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Much greetings to you. It's your girl Angela A. Brown, and I am back with another video. So we are dipping back into Nomad's cruise collection, and I'm absolutely loving this palette. So I'm like, we got to get into it one more time before the week is over, and then we'll move on to our next palette. But from the Aurora Cruise palette, we are going to use, the seal is very thin. I wish they would go back to plastic instead of paper, but you know, whatever. We are going to use Celestial Glint, which is this one at the bottom. It has a brown purple shift. Let me see if I can, yeah, you can kind of see it, but you'll probably see it more once I put it on. And then the other color we got is Prism Tide, which is this sky blue color right there. Okay, and from the Coastal palette, we're going to use Coastal Fog, which is this very light green color right here. And we are also going to use Open Water, which is this very dark blue right here. So we got the eyebrows and the lids primed, so let's go ahead and get into the look. And I'm thinking I'm gonna go ahead and put Coastal Fog into my crease. So how you doing? How you been? What y'all been up to? Okay. So today I want to talk about the Scary Movie 6 trailer. And yes, y'all, Scary Movie 6 is back. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in my crease. Okay, there we go. Wow, that is a very nice green. Ooh. Now it's going to look a little different in my camera, but that's very bright. The intensity takes no bull. So the cast is back once again. I am so glad to see this franchise make a return. I wish it didn't take so long for it to make a return, but I'm glad it did make a return. Wow, I feel like this is enough. I was gonna do 2, but I'm thinking this is enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a blending brush, and I'm just gonna soften out the outer edges. Actually, I'm gonna do this one first because I started on this side. I'm very excited for this, and it's funny because when I first heard about this movie possibly dropping, it was kind of like a rumor. So I heard about it months ago, sometime last year, and I was like, oh, it's kind of been a while. But I think because Scary Movie, the franchise, has such a strong fan base, I think they can pull it off. And it's so funny because they chose to air the trailer the same day as the Scream 7 movie. So that was very smart on their marketing part for them to introduce the ultimate Scream parody franchise. And I'm trying not to do the whole thing, but this, I think I might have chosen a brush that was a little too big. Like, see how I softened out the outer edge, but I'm trying my best not to take away too much from the eyeshadow, because I'm just trying to do the outer edges, and I'm not trying to bring it all the way up to my brow. All right, I'm gonna do the same in the other eye. But I mean, as far as the cast goes, it looks like they got everybody back. Even the guy who played Cindy's boyfriend, he's back. And just the snippets of the parodies of the movies that they're gonna make fun of, I can't wait to see it. So of course, obviously, they're gonna make fun of Scream, like that's their go-to. But I love the scene in the very beginning of the trailer where they make fun of Scream 6, where the people get on the train and then there's a bunch of people dressed up for the Halloween party, And then I forgot that girl's name, but she gets yaked on the train. But the way they twisted it is so crazy. And of course, I mean, as controversial as the Scary Movie franchise has always been, of course, there's going to be some people who are going to just be like, that's not cool. You can't say this. But it's like, it's Scary Movie. This is what they do. They always push the limits. They always take things far. Like, what were you expecting them to do? I'm confused. What type of movie do you think this is? All right, so now I'm going to go into the open watercolor, and I'm going to put that just a little bit on the inner and outer corner. But of course, people, got offended because in the scene where she gets hit by Ghostface, and a woman says, "Oh my God, she got stabbed." She says, "My pronouns is they and them." And I was like, oh, I know somebody gonna get mad about that, but it is what it is. Like, they're known for controversial type of jokes and things like this. So it's like, for somebody who probably isn't familiar with how the franchise has been, it's gonna be a lot to take in. So I mean, everything ain't for everybody, and the Scary Movie franchise is really no different. Like, you got a right to be offended, but it's like, just know you better brace yourself. If you're overly sensitive, the Scary Movie franchise may not be for you. If you're somebody who gets easily offended, I don't think the Scary Movie franchise is going to be for you. Definitely not this one. Okay. So I'm going to take the same brush and I'm going to connect those two spots we applied with the open water. And I'm not adding more. I'm not dipping back into my palette. I'm just using whatever I had left on the brush. And I'm also using what's already been applied. And I'm connecting them just below where we put the coastal fog. I also want to talk about a little bit more about the cast. So Cindy is back. She's playing, there's a scene where she's dressed up like Jamie Lee Curtis' character from the Halloween franchise, which is hilarious. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Congrats to whoever did the costume, because my goodness. So it looks like her kids come to visit her. So she has some kids, whatever. Brenda is, there's a scene where she's dressed up like Ma, the black lady who was teased as a teenager, but when she got older, she went a little crazy and started hanging out with kids and killing off their parents because of what they did to her in the past. That Ma. So she's she's dressed up like her, and they have a moment where Cindy and Brenda reunite. It's so hilarious. Okay, I need a different brush. I don't want to do a big one. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and blend just in between where the two mats have been applied. I'm gonna try my best not to overshadow my coastal color. Let's see, I'll make sure you guys get a decent look at it. And so Shorty is back too, the character played by Marlon Wayans. He's back, and it looks like he's probably taken on a he's probably a internet sensation of sorts. So he's probably gonna be into some crazy stuff. And it looks like we might get another scene where he might be hanging out with Ghostface and being too high to realize he's killing people. We might get that again. I'm sorry. That's one of my favorite scenes from like the first Scary Movies, when they was rapping and Ghostface started rapping, but he was killing people at the same time. That was funny. So we just gonna see how it goes down. Let's see, Ray is back, played by Shawn Wayans. He's back. And the scene where he's introduced is a scene where they're making fun of sinners, where there's 3 white people, including white people, and I believe one of them plays Cindy's daughter. So I'm guessing she gets bit by a vampire, and then she goes over there to where Brenda, I guess, I'm not sure whose house it is, but there's a Halloween party going on, right? And so they go over there trying to get an invite to go inside the house. And then so Brenda and Shorty's at the door. And they open the door trying to get in. And then the reveal is that Ray is back. I said, oh my goodness, it's about to get crazy if Ray is back. So, yeah, I was like, he was dressed up like a cowboy, looking like he fresh out of the set of Brokeback Mountain. I'm like, what is going on here? I was just like, oh my Lord. If Ray is back, somebody's getting touched. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it at that. Some of the other movies that I noticed that they're making fun of, besides Ma, Halloween's, Scream 6. They also did a little cameo to Megan, which was dope. So dope. I love Megan. And surprisingly enough, I still ain't seen the second one. But y'all let me know in the comment section. Should I watch the second one? Did the second one do as good as the first one? Because I remember seeing the trailer for the second Megan 2.0 in theaters. And the trailer looked really good. But I never actually watched it. So if I should watch Megan 2.0, let me know. Wait, let me get this inner corner a little more, because the blending is looking good. Oh, that's fire. Oh, that's the bomb. That's it. Yes. Ooh, that one had a bit of fallout. Ooh, all right. So next we're gonna go into our intense shimmers, and what I'm thinking is that I'm going to put that Celestial Glint color, I'm going to put that in the middle. Because see, right now, like, remember how I showed y'all? It looked purple, right? But in the palette, it looks brown. So we'll see what we get. But under different lights, you're going to get both brown and purple. Which, me personally, is a very interesting combination. All right, let's go. Ooh, okay. Yep, it's purple. So what's gonna happen is brown is the shifting color and purple is the main color. Okay, got it. This is so pretty. Oh my God. This is gorgeous. Oh my God. This is beautiful. That's beautiful. So anyway, let's see, I said Scream 6, Halloween's, basically the Halloween Ends and those, the other remakes, those are in there. Trying to think what else was in that movie. Oh yeah, Art the Clown is in this. So they got Terrifier up in here, wilding out. So I would tell y'all what happened, but I don't want my video to get hit with a flag. If you see the trailer, you already know where I'm going with it. They also have a part where they make fun of Substance, which, ooh, that movie, that movie was a trip. So I'm going to take the blending brush that I use for the blue color, the ocean. I said ocean. It's called Open Water, that one. And I'm going to just soften out the outer edges of the celestial color we just put on. And I'm going to just soften that out. So they make fun of substance. And, oh, Lord, I don't know. I'm kind of scared to find out what they're going to do with that one. But they definitely makes fun of the scene from Terrifier 3, where Art is in the mall. And, yeah, if you've seen the movie, you know how that went down. Trying to think what other movies they made fun of. They made fun of Sinners. I'm interested to see how many other scenes they're going to involve with Sinners. Oh, they also have, it looks like a character, I'm not sure this person will be part of the main cast, but they have a scene where they make fun of Wednesday from the Addams Family, but they call her Tuesday. So that'll be interesting to see how that turns out. And I'm going to just bring this all the way up because I want it to soften and kind of just slightly spread over the matte color. Just ever so slightly. Yeah, I'm going to do more on my other eye. What other movies did they make fun of? There's other movies they made fun of. I can't seem to think because there's a point where they just do snapshot, 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 and it just happens kind of fast. Let's see, Substance, Terrifier 3. Yeah, I'm excited for this movie. Oh, that's the movie. That's it. Smile. They make fun of Smile. There's a scene where Sydney's crazy ex who tried to delete her in the first movie, he's smiling at her like a psychopath. And she's like, "Stop smiling at me!" And she she grabbed like this potty pan, this metal potty pan, and just whop upside the head. As somebody who's been in healthcare for several years, that was hilarious. Okay, that was so funny to me. Oh my gosh. Okay, all right. I'm pretty satisfied with this. So let's go ahead and move on to our last color, which is Prism Tide, and we're gonna just put that in the far inner corner. But that was hilarious. And then there's another part, if you guys remember the original film in Smile, where there's another part of the movie where the in the Smile movie where the woman is on the ground because she sees the monster, and so she's like screaming, "Help me, help me!" But there's like nurses nearby on their breaks. And they brought Kim Wayans into it, their sister. I am so happy to see Kim Wayans back on the TV screen. I do miss her. But it was so funny to see her be a part of the franchise, which my personal opinion, she should have been a part of the franchise, but that's just my opinion. Okay. Yeah, this is very bright. All right, so we're going to go ahead and clean this up. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and clean this up, just the bottom part. Wow. Yeah, this one had a lot of fallout. I don't know why. I guess certain colors have certain fallouts, and I think that's what it is. And I'm going to be very gentle with that because we still have to go in with our eyeliner. And I'm thinking the way this look is turning out, I'm not going to do the bottom lid. I'm just going to leave that alone the way it is. So, but before we do that, we need to set our look. So I'm going to go ahead and get into L'Oreal's setting spray. And then we're going to dry it. Ooh. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and use Juvia's Place Egyptian liner. Uh-oh. So what do you guys think of the movie? Are you guys going to go see it? I think this movie is going to be so funny. And I think this might, I don't know. I feel like even from the trailer, I feel like this might be the last one. I could be wrong. But I just got the feeling that this might be the last one. But let me know what you think of the trailer if you've seen it. Are you liking the trailer? Do you think they did a good job? Let me know. All right. And we're going to go in with Essence mascara. But it looks so funny. And I'm very interested to see what other movies they poke fun at. My eyes are a little irritated today. I don't know exactly why. So I'm going to go a little light on my mascara today. Also let me know, what's your favorite parody movie? So far, my favorite parody movie of all times is CB4 and Fear of a Black Hat. Those are movies that make fun of NWA. So if you haven't seen them, go check them out. They're hilarious. And now I'm going to get the eyebrows. I'm going with NYX Control Freak. I'm going to get these eyebrows real quick. I'm kind of pressed for time, so that's why I'm rushing a bit, so I apologize for that. Yeah, I'm running out. Yep, I'm definitely running out. And now I'm going to go ahead and go with the Essence facial primer. And I believe Scary Movie 6 comes out in June. So this summer's gonna be lit. It's gonna be, oh, I can't wait. They're just taking all my money this summer, man. I don't think it's been a year like this that I've been wanting to see movies in movie theaters in quite some time. Uh-oh. I got a little bit of the primer on my brow, but you know, oh well. Oh yeah. And this is the final look. I hope you guys like this look. I love this look. I've done a look, I believe, similar to this before, but I really love how this turns out. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. And as always, much love.